Yes! Ha ha ha!
And so, this is how it all began. We communicated through emailing first, then messaging through our phones. Once we feel we get along with each other well, we decide to go on our first date. Not only she's Chinese and a vegetarian, but she could also speak Cantonese, which made things a lot easier. I guess the bonding was quite immediate due to that. There were a couple of moments which she captured my attention. She loves animals, which I think shows her kindness and compassion. I caught her one time looking at flowers. I assumed she enjoys the beauty of nature, which tells me she's down to earth and possibly not very materialistic. During our first meal together, she was teasing a baby next to our table, which is good because if we decide to have children in the future, it wouldn't be a problem. After lunch, she paid for my meal up front, which means she's quite proactive, not calculative and decisive. I could tell she's a very willful woman. We both walked around the block and chatted to know each other more. When we decided to leave, I realized I've got a fine for not paying for my parking space. Luckily, I didn't show any emotions how annoyed I was. Gotta keep my cool, in front of the ladies. A tip for the single guys out there. As I was trying to look for the price I needed to pay, she was worried at the time whether I would treat it like a bad omen. However, I looked at it differently. Rather, I took it as a sign from heaven. Good things have a price to pay. Ever since our first date, we get along quite well together and start to see each other more often. Our times together were not usually exciting adventures exploring outdoor activities, but rather quiet, indoor, and relaxing ones where we enjoy nice animated movies. Every once a week, I get to drive to her place and watch movies, and more movies, and more movies, until it's the right time for me to make the move. Sometimes there will be some moves in martial arts that I can't prepare you for. When I finally succeeded, she felt surprised and was worried it wasn't the right time. But then again, she didn't retreat it. So there, I made the move. And I conquered. Ever since then, everything was A-OK. The next stages in our lives are usually the scary ones, meeting the parents. It was especially uncomfortable thinking about introducing Karen to my parents. However, I managed to pull through telling the truth, after they've known her for a while and given me the thumbs up about this one. We soon flew over to China to meet her parents. They also accepted me into their family due to my height and my steady looking character. And so, between Karen's family and ours, we received approval for our marriage. So for the rest of the story, you could figure it out.